You can't always win, but you can always fight so as to at least lose forward.
Evan Wolfson, dogged, determined, huge believer in fairness and justice.
He is indefatigable. He's got energy to tell the story over and over and over again.
I think it's hard for people to understand today how few people were involved, and he was right in the middle of it. Evan was a visionary at the beginning who saw the moment we were in and the opportunities that were there and what we could win.
One of the great things about Evan's work at Lambda in particular is about changing the social narrative, really removing the barriers for LGBT people.
And he did that by very sophisticated work on trying to understand the messages that appeal to people.
James Dale's case against the Boy Scouts of America was really the beginning of a national conversation about the cost of excluding LGBT kids.
That understanding that gay and transgender people are young people, part of the family who grow up, not some alien others, was a transformative engine of change.
In 1994, Evan and Lambda Legal took a huge risk in jumping into the marriage equality case in Hawaii, and it became the first victory in court for a same-sex couple that wanted to get married.
Joining me now is Evan Wolfson, founder and executive director of Freedom to Marry. Evan, let me start with you. What's the point of this?
If we believe that marriage is a good thing for non-gay people, why wouldn't that be true for gay people? If we believe that marriage is a good thing for children, why wouldn't that be true for the children being raised by same-sex couples?
All of this work, right, the early family recognition work, helped lay the groundwork for marriage equality.
What our movement needed was not only strong litigation, but everything else. I founded Freedom to Marry because while litigation and legal work were central to the fight, they were not sufficient. We needed to do something more. Public education, political organizing, electoral work, fundraising, all to scale in order that the litigation piece could succeed.
Here comes the controversy as Massachusetts becomes the first state in the nation to make gay marriage legal.
Most Americans are going to see that the sky doesn't fall. What it's really about is couples, their kids, their families taking on legal protections and no one else being hurt, and most people are going to see that pretty quickly.
He brings to the LGBT movement a kind of message discipline. Everybody said same-sex marriage. We didn't see what was wrong with it. And Evan was like, it's not a different kind of marriage. Like, you gotta say marriage equality. No other single person had as much influence on the lexicon that LGBT rights advocates use ourselves than Evan.
Evan always knew we were going to get there.
Today is the first time same-sex couples across the country can be married in every single state.
The day of the Bergfeld decision was like history being made in a very fundamental way. A massive crowd had gathered in front of the Supreme Court. Hundreds, if not thousands of people there. President Obama lit up the White House in rainbow colors, so it was quite a day.
It wasn't until 2 days later, remember that was the weekend of Pride, that I realized that even though I had always believed we would win, it was such a joy and relief not to have to fight.
It's wonderful to show up at a place that's happy to be going out of business. Evan, you've done an incredible job. You really have. Congratulations, now shine a new light.
And of course, we do have to keep fighting, but we're fighting now with the momentum we have built and in the world we have changed.
For years, we built law that would end discrimination, and we have succeeded so thoroughly in a way that went beyond what we were able to do in court.
I think it's unfair that people should not be able to live their lives and make their own choices in a country that's built on respect for individual choice and diverse exercise of freedom. Injustice bothers me.